Okay, good day, Ebusiafo. Good day, everyone. This is Owasa Akode reporting from Power TV. And like I keep telling you, Power, we come here to learn. Power, we talk about issues. We talk about stuff that are very tough to, think about in Worcester and in the United States of America. Thank you once more for being with us. And today I have my special guest again, Pastor Kwame Agyeman, right?
Yes.
What's your full name?
Kwame Agyeman.
Just Kwame Agyeman. Okay. Kwame Agyeman, yeah. And there's been a lot that has gone on for the last couple of days, if not months, and you can never finish talking about it. We're going to use 30 minutes today to talk about current situations in the United States. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's backtrack a bit. America has gone through a lot. And looking at this election, this is something that people don't talk about. Let's start with this. Why do you think Christians should get involved, or people of God, or religious people, if I can say, should get involved in politics?
Personally, I think politics could be termed as also a job.
Okay.
There are people that they do politics as their profession. And there are people that they do it as almost part-time.
Okay.
Or people that just vote to elect a leader. And if we are talking about politics as a job, then whoever wants to be a politician should be ready for whatever that entails in politics.
So you are talking about politics?
Yes. So if somebody is going into politics as a profession, then there are a lot of things. It involves a lot of enema to know. But if you are just going to vote, that one I can't term it as you are a politician. That one you are just a voter to elect.
No, I'm talking about active politics.
Active politics, somebody who thinks he or she is called into politics, that person can enter. I don't see why a Christian cannot be a politician.
Yeah, but they say politics is a dirty game.
Every game could be dirty.
Okay,
Business.
No. When it comes to politics, sometimes it's about division. Politics is about division.
Yes.
How to divide people so that they can see things your way and see the others as opponents.
Okay, let me ask you this question. If you are selling pineapple with a neighbor and another person come and ask you, which of the pineapples should I buy? What will you say about the rival business person?
If I'm an honest person, I'd be like, you know what, I haven't tasted the other one, but I can tell you about mine.
Okay.
That I have the best.
I can term it as a bias because I will tell you that my pineapple or pineapples are better. So buy. The same thing applies to politics. If you are not ready for the dirtiness of it, don't enter.
Okay, but should Christians get involved?
A Christian who knows he or she is called into politics can go into politics.
Okay. Donald Trump
Yes.
has exposed or brought to the front a lot of well-known pastors.
Okay.
How do you see it now, especially when most of them prophesied,
Okay.
laid hands on him? How do you see them now? How do you think the people of the world are going to see him? It's like, see those pastors now.
What I think is, whatever prompted them to pray for him or not, I don't know. What I know is the Bible admonishes us according to 2 Timothy 2, 1 and 2, that we should pray for leaders.
Okay.
So if a pastor prays for a president, they haven't done anything wrong.
Okay.
Irrespective of the person's character or the person's belief, it's our duty to pray for a leader. Why? whether you are a Christian or not, you are led or governed by a president who is either a Christian or not a Christian,
okay.
or any other religion. So praying for a leader simply means pray for whoever rules over you.
Okay.
So if they prayed for Donald Trump, I don't see anything wrong.
No, but I'm not saying they prayed. They more than prayed.
It's their
No,
personal.
It looks like this is the first time that we've had a political leader who has been backed like so openly like that.
It's their personal choice.
No, but what does it make you feel?
I don't.
No, if your pastor tells you this is who God has chosen.
I'm not going to argue. When I'm going to vote, my pastor is not there. My pastor can't decide for me.
No, but
who I should
what does
vote
it say
for.
about your church or your doctrine when it looks like they've overly endorsed a particular person?
It's a personal opinion. We have to differentiate a church from the pastor. God
Well, most pastors,
from politics.
it's like
God from a church. In government, there is a saying that every human being is a political animal. You have politics in you, whether you like it, you are or you don't. You have some politics in you.
Yep.
So if a pastor goes to pray for Donald Trump, maybe that person is being motivated by the political ambition or the preference of a candidate he or she has. So that one, I don't see anything wrong. And whatever you do, whether good or bad, some people will talk about it anyway. But if I have anything to say, then the question is, if the person doesn't have a good character, so to speak, then you must also ask yourself, if this person is doing this, then why should I get so much involved? But they might also have a good reason for why they did what they did, or they are doing what they are doing. So that one is a preference.
So what about those prophets?
I don't want to get into that. The reason is they say, or they are telling us, God told them. I wasn't there.
But does God lie?
God doesn't lie, but human beings can lie. And I can't use this one thing to say they are lying or they are not lying.
No.
For me, I just listen to it and laugh.
No, but I'm just saying
And wait for what will happen.
But the world has seen the worst part
Okay.
of what most people call like the prophetic ministry.
Okay.
That you hear when it's getting to Christmas like this or like election season, everyone is prophesying, and now we've known that some pastors, they only see one side,
Okay.
and they see the other side.
Okay.
God is not a God of confusion.
Okay.
So now, how will you feel if your kids, God forbid, your kids are fighting amongst themselves, each claiming that you have anointed them
Okay.
to speak on your behalf? Doesn't it portray something negative about Christianity when we are always fighting?
If Christians are fighting, then that one there we have to sit down and solve the issue. But if they are fighting because of what another man of God claims or says that God spoke to him, there is no need to fight. The Bible says if somebody gives a prophecy, we have to wait and see the fruit. Is the prophecy going to come to pass, or it wouldn't come to pass? Or what happened to let the prophecy come to pass or not come to pass? We have to weigh the two sides before we can comment about it. But if not that, then I can't talk too much about it, because they claim it's God that will judge them. It's not me. I can only talk about it, but I can't judge them that it's true or it's not true. Or God spoke to them or God didn't speak to them. You see, it's my personal opinion.
Okay, so how do you foresee like Christianity post-Trump. Now we know certainly Trump is not going to be the next president. How do you think people are going to see it now, when they know that these people next time because I saw this this post on Facebook that said, if the people of God are spreading these conspiracy theories and falseness, the world has no reason to believe us when we preach Jesus Christ again.
Like I said, we have to separate God from human politics.
Okay.
We have to put God on this side and put politics on this side. People will claim they are not politicians or they don't do politics. But what is going on with this conspiracy theory that you are talking about, where their heart is, allows you to know that they publicly say they don't do politics, but they are political animals. Okay? So, what they are saying, and they know, some of them also know that it's even not true.
But they still believe.
But they are, do you know why Hitler became Hitler?
It's because of these same people.
He preached something that was wrong and compelled people to believe that what he was doing was the right thing.
And before we knew,
before they became aware that he was wrong, he had just destroyed.
Yeah, so it is something, you know. I kind of compared, like I had some friends and we were talking about, and I'm like, this is the same way that Hitler came to power.
Yes.
You know, he used the masses, the fear of the masses.
Yes.
Like he made them think like, if you don't do this, this is going to happen to us. You don't do this. Before they knew, he had a different agenda altogether.
It's not true.
And somehow I thank God that this guy didn't go for the extra 4 years, else you don't know what could have happened. And deep down, personally, this is my personal thing, that I think he took Christianity for granted. He took it that these guys, they probably don't think, they probably don't analyze things too much. So I can say anything, I can say one word and they'll all come to me, and I'll go ahead and do my own thing altogether.
Not to cut you, somebody sent me a WhatsApp in, I think, early 90s, that Trump wrote, if we are talking about Trump, and I'm just saying it in passing, that if he was going to stand for the presidency, he was going to use the Republican Party. Because for them, you need to tell them one or two things, and they follow you.
I think it was an interview he had with Oprah, and he said that in 1988.
1988.
And he said all you have to do is say abortion and get married. That's all you have to say. They will follow you everywhere. And he came and he did the same thing.
He was prophesied. He was prophesied.
All you have to do. You can kill people. They will still work. Just say abortion.
Having said that, everybody has a reason for voting or for choosing a president. Somebody will go for abortion, that abortion is not good. Somebody will go for other things. Then somebody will also vote based on, no, I know abortion is not good, but I'm also voting because of these things. So it becomes a personal opinion or a personal wish, because none of the parties are good. None of them.
No, they are not clean.
You can't tell me you are a Christian, okay, that you don't like abortion. I know it's wrong. But if I'm working on your property and you kill me because I am this, that one is okay.
No, that's okay. If I call the cops on him just so the cops can do something to him,
that one is okay.
I'm defending my property.
I'm not going to buy into that.
No, that is not abortion. That is not human killing. That is defending my property. But these people are murderers. These people abortion is a murder.
So it depends on even your understanding to the Bible you read and how you interpret things. Okay, somebody will argue, okay, my daughter is 15 years. Even naturally, she hasn't developed to carry a baby. And because of one or two things, something happened. If you are going to bring somebody because of that, then let's abort. I will leave it for the person to decide. To decide. But it's not like even people who are married, sometimes they even abort.
No, so there's this statistic I'll show you. It says married white women commit abortion more than any other group of women. Married
I didn't know that.
White women.
So
who are predominantly married to white men who are predominantly evangelical or conservative. So it's like their husbands are there in Congress making laws against it, but they do it secretly.
You see, so I don't believe in all those, a lot of talk using religion. Show me your fruit. The fruit you bear by your religion helps me to know.
There's this other statistic that abortion rates drop to the sharpest whenever you have a Democrat in power.
Okay.
Bill Clinton, Obama, abortion rates were sharp. So
how come that happens?
No, because so this friend of mine was saying because they have access to contraceptives and others,
Okay.
so they like comprehensive sexual education. They teach them how not to get pregnant.
Do you know the root cause of all these things that are going on?
What is that?
The Bible says in Jeremiah, I believe 10:23, that it is not in man to decide for himself. It is not in man. When you leave man, man will destroy man. But Mali will tell you, don't be afraid of atomic energy. Be afraid of the man who press it or who makes it. So all these things that we are fighting about, you want to take God from the system. When God is taking everything,
No, but
comes in.
okay.
So my point is, what causes people even to do abortion?
Is what
Godlessness.
No, to be honest, I think it's a sign of the times. Trust me.
So it's something that
If you say godlessness, okay, this one mistake that we most of us are doing. We think it's godless people who commit abortion.
No,
we think it's the poor blacks or Mexicans who commit abortion.
What I mean is, Ora, if you fear God, okay, and you know that God word says maybe don't engage in sex before you marry, and you are just going by that principle, how can somebody get pregnant?
No. Okay, so it comes back to that.
No, I'm just saying on them.
To that statistic I told you.
Yes.
Married white women, married, not unmarried.
Okay.
They are married, so they marry, so they sleep without protection, and so they just take it off. Like, I just went to the Planned Parenthood. Those same people, it's not like they're not married or they're having sex outside marriage. They're having sex inside marriage, and they get pregnant and they take it off easily. Sometimes even tell their husbands. They don't even tell. It's like something like, I felt something in my belly. I'm like, no, I don't want that. I got to go on vacation. So it's like they are godly people. They go to church. Their husbands are in the pulpit preaching and in Congress making laws, but they feel like you can't take away my rights. So we're not talking about outsiders who don't even know God.
Yes.
Because to be honest, when we come to the practical world, people who don't know God, who are atheists, some of them are very morally upright than we, the so-called Christians.
Yes.
It's sad to admit it, but that is the truth.
That is what it is.
So I've dealt with a lot of like gay friends.
Okay.
Trust me, the heart they show to you, the empathy, how they deal with you diligently. It's sad to admit that you don't see that in Christians.
First of all, let me clarify this. What is wrong is wrong. So if you are bringing in that, then first of all say the act is not the right thing to do, but we can't judge, we can't condemn anybody. However, apart with the exception of that, they are also very good people.
Well, we tend to think that just because
No.
they have an alternate lifestyle.
No.
No. That is what most religious people. Now it looks like religion is just about that.
There is more to
for most American evangelicals. Religion is just like that. You know, just say you didn't like homosexuals and don't commit abortion. That is all. But deep down, we know most of their pastors and most of their people are doing it.
A lot. We have a lot of
Oh boy,
fake stuff.
Okay, beloved.
We just
This O Power TV. We come here to talk about very touchy subjects, stuff that is difficult to talk about, but it is the truth. The truth is the truth. There are no two ways about the truth.
You will know the truth.
And it would be better to tackle it head on than just pretend it's not there, sticking your head in the sand, hoping that nothing is happening. And this, my friend here, Pastor Kwame Ajimai Prempeh, and we're talking about it. So, Pastor, we have about 5 more minutes.
Okay.
What do you have to? Okay, now I think we didn't touch the subject. Post-Trump.
Okay.
How are Christians going to carry on or repackage their message of salvation and inclusiveness? Because I've told a lot of friends that Joe Biden needs 2 times the support and the prayer that Trump needed.
Okay.
If we think he is susceptible, he is easily easy to convince.
Okay.
For people who we think they are living immoral lives, that's what most Christians or religious people say. I told them that Biden and the Democrats need more prayers than the Republicans. But unfortunately, we shun them.
Yeah.
When a Democrat comes to power, they stay away from you because you support gay.
Okay.
But when a Republican comes, they drive in drones to you. They just want to come and support and pour their spirit into you. I think it's very hypocritical. How do we deal with this situation?
I think, like I said, a leader, irrespective of the party he or she is, needs prayers, like you are saying. And I don't believe Republican Party, personally, this is my personal opinion, I don't believe Republican Party is a God party. I don't believe that.
Wow, you're going to have trouble with telling people.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because of what you've seen or what?
I'm not going to just believe that you make mention of God by your fruits that you are showing means you hate me. I'm not going to.
Well, but I don't like abortion. I don't like gays. So
it's just one of the many sins. Okay. It's just one of the many sins. And this gay thing, do you know the root cause? The Bible says in Romans 1:16 downwards that they ought to have given God the praise and glory, and they took it from God. They didn't respect, and because of that, God has also given them to vain things.
Oh, okay.
So God doesn't have a problem with them.
But we have a problem with them.
We have a problem.
We the Christians have a problem with them.
God has given them up to do whatever they want to do. It doesn't negate the fact that they need salvation. It's like you have given birth. You want your son to go to school. He said, no more. School is not for me. You want him to work. You even went with him to apply for a job. 3 weeks. I quit. What else can you do apart from talking and hoping that your son will listen to you?
So
what else can you do?
So from what you say, it's going to be like, okay, you know what? I don't know what to do with you. I've given you up on you, but deep down, I secretly still long.
I long that you will come. That is the vision of God.
So who are you, my other son, to condemn my son?
You can't condemn. You just have to pray and keep advising. But the bottom line is they have rejected God, and God have also rejected them. But anytime they are ready to come, God has an open heart. So we can't use gay. Life is more than just a gay and abortion. Life.
There's more to life than
There is more to life than two things. There is more to life. Some people, they are not gay. Some people, they don't commit abortion.
But they are
But I know somebody who have told the doctor, kill my grandfather for me so that when I can get the inheritance. And this person is a Christian.
We see that a lot.
He's not talking about, he's not a gay. He's not doing any abortion. But he wants somebody to die.
So don't you think it's something like they classify certain sins as mortal sins?
As
or unpardonable, non-forgivable.
Whatever it is. Jesus, when a lady who they claim or they said has committed adultery, he stooped down and wrote on the ground or floor that whoever has never sinned should first cast the stone against the woman. The first person that left was the Pope.
How did you know?
I was there.
You were there.
The second person, the church elder.
Wow.
Then the other church
the archbishops. They followed.
They followed. So, sin, every sin is a sin. Even though we have classes of sin. But in the sight of God, every sin is a sin. Okay. So, we just have to find a better way of handling whatever that we are going through. And like you said, some of them are also beyond our power.
Yeah.
The world is coming to an end. All will come to an end. Whether you believe it or not, one day it will happen. And a lot of things that are going on are just things that will lead to it. Jesus said they must happen. So they will surely happen.
Wow.
So a lot of them.
I was telling this other friend that these are all signs of the end times.
Yes.
And who are you to say you're going to stop it?
It cannot be stopped. Don't worry.
How dare you? And I think most Christians, we call it like a dereliction of duty.
Okay.
They've ceded their power or their mandate to political leaders, hoping that these political leaders can make laws for them. They are supposed to go and preach to those people, but they are not preaching, but they've demonized them, and they've ceded their power to pray for them and to intercede for them to the political leaders, to punish them rather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's your job to do it, but you don't want to do it by now. You think like a political leader can cure sin or morality with laws. So I told these guys, you know what? That if laws could cure morality, Jesus wouldn't. There wouldn't have been the need for Jesus to come on earth, because the 10 Commandments could not cure sin.
Yeah.
The 10 Commandments could not take care. At some point, God's like, you know what? Come, let us reason together, because the heart of man is something. So, God who created him is like, you know, come, let us reason together. Though your sins are like this,
Yes.
I will make it as white as snow. This same God who created it, who gave us the 10 Commandments. That is why Jesus came. So I think it's like people are making a huge mistake. That is my part. That you think, oh, by making these laws, what you call just laws, you'll be able to like control morality or control how people will live. Your last words.
Even the laws that they make, who watches the watchman? The laws that they make laws that will work for them. They make laws that will appease to them. So the laws might even not be a godly law. It might be a law that will favor other people.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't be so much legalistic, but rather we should wait on God for him to help us. And like you are saying, whether Biden or Trump, whatever you did for Trump in the name that he supports Christianity, you can also do for Biden.
It's difficult for them to do it because they've already demonized you. If you're a Democrat, you're done. Especially for most African evangelicals, African charismatics. I don't know who's feeding them. I don't know what they eat.
It's just a political opinion.
I think. Okay, so this friend of mine was saying, almost every African pastors, they have their white spiritual fathers.
Okay.
And those white spiritual fathers are feeding them, and they in turn are feeding the Africans. So it's like Africans in America.
Yeah.
We think differently from Africans in Africa.
I will never vote just because of a gay. I don't
unfortunately,
I don't like the idea of, look, one issue about it is there are some things you shouldn't legalize.
Yeah.
Let the people do whatever they want to do. But if you back it as a president with your power, that one you went to the extremes. That is not good. Okay. However, when the damage is done, we only have to think of how can we make things better, because the damage is already done.
Yeah.
But if we want to go back into history and cry and weep and demonize that person, then we also can't move forward. And even whatever that was done, when those who came, they just didn't talk about it. They let it slide.
Wow.
So, to me, in their hearts, they even don't care about what you are talking about. If they cared enough, they would have amended it.
Yeah.
Or talk about it.
This Power TV, beloved, and I have my brother here. And today we're gonna have a very short program, but I'm gonna need you to come back again next week. Promise me you're gonna come back, and we'll talk more. There's so much to talk about this period. The period is so eager, or the period is so eager to hear something. There's so much to talk about in this political, Judeo-political season. This All Power TV. Subscribe to my channel, All Power TV, and on YouTube, whatever. Let us hear from you. Let's hear your perspective. If you think you have something else to offer, let's hear from you. This is Orasa Akodie and my brother. All right.
When is he leaving anyway?
Trump? The January 20th.
Okay. I want to let him know. Michelle has a spare key. You can pass it.
Wow.
This is just a joke. Or if he wants the Navy SEALs to go and take him out.
He will run away. He'll run away.
Okay.
I feel so bad.
It's sad.
I feel so sad, but that it is what it is.
It's
this is All Power TV. Catch you sometime next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.